welcome back to another day on this podunk planet. My oh my, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. And right now, what I could really go for after crying all day long? Just a fat blunt and a good cuddle. Neither of which I'm able to do, but I realize as someone who has lived in survival mode all of their life, many of you are now entering survival mode yourself, and you're panicked and you don't know what to do because you're very much in shock. And the reason why you're in shock is because of your privilege. And whether it be economic, racial, social, whatever you want to name it, you are in a position of power. And those that weren't in a position of power most likely were like me. Most likely had their lives turned upside down when they heard about Mike Brown, when they heard about Sandra Bland, for me, when I heard about Breonna Taylor being gunned down in her bed for just existing. And I know many turned over a temporary new leaf when George Floyd died because they watched it happen. But how many lives have been taken from us over the years? How many, and it's not just in the States, right? It's globally. Globally. How many Palestinians have been taken from us for what? For what? What has all of this been about? Money. Money. And I saw this post on Reddit and I thought about how we view money now, how we view resources. And I remembered a part of my story. So the Zong ship, I don't even remember what year that was. I was killed on that ship. I was killed on that ship in my past life because, one, I'm pretty sure it was my rebellious attitude. But the fact of the matter is, my body has already been traded for money, for resources. And how many black and brown bodies across the world have been traded for resources? And I think about Congo, I think about Sudan, all of it to take resources to amass power. And we keep doing this hamster wheel of, oh, it's not going to happen to me. I'm safe, I'm fine. Until you accept that at any moment, you might not be safe, you might not be fine. And the only thing you can do is prepare. And I have been saying on my platform for years, hi friends, it's bad, it's getting worse. And I was told that I'm making too much of it. It's not that serious. And because nobody ever wanted to see life through my lens. And I did my best sharing my lens through my videos. But now it's real. It's real for everybody. And you have a choice. I was just watching American Gods, and I was watching the episode where the enslaved were at the bottom of the ship with the Dutch holders on the top floor. And one of the enslaved said to Anansi, but if we light the ship on fire, it means we're all going to die. And what did Anansi say? Newsflash. You're all going to die. Even with hearing what your future was going to be, they still had hope. They still had hope, but didn't want to take any action to change course. And he reminded them, it could be you at any moment. So you have a choice. You either fight or you die now, or die later. Either way, we're all gonna die. So again, you have a choice. I have made mine. I made mine a long time ago. I don't want to do or participate in this system anymore. And I'm not going to encourage others to do so. I'm going to encourage you to find your own way. I'm going to encourage you to use your voice, to stand up when you know internally something is wrong, for you to be held accountable for your actions, right? And to hold others accountable for their actions. Because that's what the world is lacking, accountability. So, I mean, I feel like, in short, especially all those that voted for a man that literally pisses and shits himself, which is beyond me how you could ever think that is any type of leadership. The fact that he has not had a successful business and is, oh gosh, I have to go down this rabbit hole. Why is no one talking about the fact that this is the largest grab for resources that I have ever seen in a short amount of time? Because what happens to all of the money that these, they're not even illegal immigrants, all these migrants, because that's what they are, because they came here for a better life. All these migrants have amassed during their time here, and many of them were very wealthy. Very wealthy. And what happens to all of that money? What happens to the houses, the cars, everything? Nobody's talking about that. So I will. Yeah? Okay. You have this man who is traveling around the world and calls himself a president, talking about peace deals, and there is no peace in his own country. How can anyone believe him? It's beyond me. Again, has not had a successful go at it ever, but is pretending like he is broke, and I know his money is offshore. I know it's in all types of secret accounts and secret places and all that. And people are experimenting to see if they can live longer. But friends, you can't. You can't live any longer. Oh, gosh. So, what is your story going to be? I know what mine will be. I know what mine will be. I know people will tell you anywhere you go. I felt something every time I was around her. I felt something pure and real. You felt love because I love myself. That's what you feel every time you're around me, love. And those that are triggered, those that like just don't know what to do with themselves, or they're like, oh, she's the most beautiful thing. That's what you're feeling. And in a world filled with insecurity, I can tell you, ooh, I have yet to come across one that can match my vibration, which means a lot of you are in lower stages, just not doing anything, stuck in your own trauma loops, not trying to make the world better for yourselves, literally. So I know most of you have not made it to this part of the video, and you'll go back and stick your head in the sand and worry about which celebrity is dating who. And all those celebrities are corrupt themselves, but that's a whole nother thing. I have channeled my entire life. I have tapped into frequencies that many of you will never know exists, right? Because you can't feel it. But I know there's something greater and bigger than me. I know there's energies older and wiser and just like so much more amazing that have decided to work with me and are tapping in and sharing government secrets and knowledge that many of you don't anticipate that I know, but ooh, do I know. And I'm excited to see the collapse of money all across this globe, because every single country is having issues with their economy. Every single country. So, it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. And people are giving billions of dollars to a globe for what? America doesn't want to be isolated. So what's the purpose here, folks? If not to scam the American people right in front of their eyes. Right in front of their eyes. Ah, crazy work. Anyway, I shared a lot of thoughts because I share a lot of thoughts these days, and I am, in fact, the elephant in the room. And I love my new job. I do. So y'all stay safe or don't. Literally, stay safe or don't.